Geometry Dash is a really interesting game. It markets itself as a near impossible challenge that will push your skills to the limit as you jump, fly, and flip your way through dangerous passages and spiky obstacles. And when you look at the game's main levels, that sounds like a huge exaggeration, but in all honesty, it really isn't. And that's because the level editor exists. And when a game lets you make your own levels, there will always be people who push the limits of what was thought to be impossible. This is something that's present in so many different games and communities, but the demon levels in Geometry Dash are on a whole other level. Levels that were once considered to be the hardest in the game are now nothing but warm-ups for experienced players, and it feels like any level that's thought to be impossible will eventually be conquered, even if it takes years to beat it. Everywhere I go, I see players that are beating extreme demons left and right. And then there's me, who has no patience and beats easy demons at most, except for like Master Game, which is rated medium for some reason. But either way, I've always been fascinated by the hardest levels of Geometry Dash. I'm not good enough to play them myself, but I still want to know everything about them. What makes a demon good? How do you design one that people want to beat? To answer these questions, we're going to take a look at the hardest demons in Geometry Dash and see what we think. Difficulty aside, I'm going to try my best to factor in lots of other points like the design, details, structuring, characteristics, and overall charm. So without further ado, let's open the gates to heck and dive in. The first demon I want to cover is the one that currently stands at number 1 on the demon list, making it the hardest demon in all of Geometry Dash, and it's none other than Acheron. Taking a look at the details, it's immediately clear that this is not a girl you want to mess with. I don't know if that's blood or ketchup or what, but it's absolutely everywhere, so keeping your distance is probably wise. As far as block design goes, Acheron is extremely faithful to her source material, even incorporating it all the way down to her toes. There's a very strong focus on the colors red and gray, and it's unbelievable how perfectly it fits. I'm not entirely sure what her face is hiding, but based on her sheer power as the most difficult demon, I'm willing to bet that just one look into her eyes would mean an immediate new best for you. Overall, I think the design is fantastic. You can tell that a lot of effort and even emotion was put into this demon, so all in all, I would say it's really good. It's everything that I look for in a hard and powerful demon. Our next demon isn't even on the list anymore, but it still deserves a spot since it's the most downloaded and liked extreme in the entire game. That's right, it's Bloodbath. And honestly, what else can I say but wow. I mean, just look at her. She may not have a spot on the throne anymore, but she's just as beautiful as she was 7 years ago. Well, minus a gray hair or two. Honestly, it's no wonder that so many players know about her, because with eyes like those, who wouldn't want to fly right into her realm? And also, like, the earrings, the chains, saw blade, Bloodblast design is iconic and it really does show. I don't know about you, but I would let her kill me at 79% any day of the week. Next up, we have Tartarus, a certified hell classic that's somehow both old and new at the same time. And it really shows because this guy looks like he just waltzed right out of the Chamber of Time. I'm willing to bet that he was chained up for a couple years, but now that he's free, I can tell that he's about to cause a serious riot. He clearly wants a lot of people unalived. At least that's the vibe I get from looking at him. Like, this guy looks old. He's probably the CEO of Clubstep Monsters or something. There's definitely a lack of recognizable block design here, but I still think that he looks super cool. At the end of the day, you can't spell Tartarus without Taurus. Now, this next demon isn't even extreme anymore, but it's one of the most important, influential, and iconic demons in the community's history. Destroying eyes for 8 years, it's of course 9 circles. Let's see what we smash. Yeah, super cool demon. Bro, I want drip like that. Like, why do the demons get all the cool outfits? I just have a shirt that makes everyone think I'm a furry. Seriously though, one look at that jacket and you know it's 9 circles, alright. It's so incredibly faithful and I love it for that. Also, look at the face. When has someone with hair like that ever been up to something good? Like, whatever happens, do not give this guy a light switch. Also, wave trail? Nah, this guy's rocking the wave tail. Wait, is it just me or is the art style for this one kind of familiar? He's probably just messing with my eyes. Overall, awesome demon. I'm kind of a simp. Like, jokes aside, I literally spent a week programming an entire game centered around this character because reasons. Alright, fine, let's get back to the actually hard demons. Next up, we have the extremest of extremes, Aka. Wait, Aku, Aku, Achu, ACU?
This level right here, Aku.
Alright, I'm just gonna go with what the bald guy said. And here he is. Wait, no, something seems very off about this one. Why is he not red? I was told that all extreme demons are red hellish monstrosities that keep telling you to die. Why is he rainbow? Okay, but jokes aside, take a good look at those colors. I'd tell him that whatever he's wearing on his legs doesn't match, but he seems pretty happy, so maybe it's best to stay quiet. As usual, I absolutely love this block design drip. It's super faithful and perfectly captures what Aku is all about. Like, you've got these colorful triangular patterns everywhere, even in his eyes. He seems like a lot of fun to be around, like the perfect person to guide me into this crazy world of extreme demons. I'm giving him 10 stars. Alright, next up, we're gonna take a look at Kuzureta. Come on, babe, what are you waiting for? Okay, wait. Wow, I haven't seen pink this strong since Tom Scott. For those of you who recognize this art style, you know who you are. Anyways, everything about her is gorgeous. The long hair, the glowing eyes, beautiful scenery, it all just works so well. Honestly, what is there to not like about Kuzureta? She's beautiful, she's rich, she's got huge object count. This is someone I want to hang out with. And if she beats me to death, that's fine by me, if you know what I'm saying. Moving on, next demon we're going to take a look at is... In all honesty, I'm not so crazy about the design for this one. It's definitely lacking in a few areas, for example, air decoration. He does look really intimidating though, so I'll give him that at the very least. Otherwise, I don't think I'd say that I have the strongest feelings for Walter White. Ooh, this is a fun one. Let's take a look at Sonic Wave. Infinity. Rebirth. New. Auditory. Cyclone. Extreme. Circles. And Knuckles, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Okay, maybe not, but here's classic Sonic Wave. You can tell because of the X. See, I did my research. What is there to say about Sonic Wave other than the fact that she's an absolute legend? This is the staple of Geometry Dash, and the fact that we were all blessed with her is truly an honor. With hair like that, how can you not say that Geometry Dash is your favorite anime? Sonic Wave is one of the most beautiful and well-designed demons I've ever seen, with flashy colors and a very pretty style. I personally respect her a lot, so unlike Cyclic, I know for a fact that I would never cheat on her. All in all, if you have good reflexes, memory, eyesight, taste in women, I think Sonic Wave is more than a worthy opponent for you. Alright, let's get a little crazy and double up for the next one. Here we have Zodiac and Kinos, and that's a good ship if I've ever seen one. And I don't mean the Geometry Dash kind. By the looks of it, these two are quite literally heaven and hell, an angel and a devil. When a GD player is debating whether to give up, these guys probably appear on their shoulders. Anyways, can we just take a moment to admire how good these designs are? Okay, that should do it. God, look at the clothing! Everything about this just works so well. Even their faces and wings and hair and everything. It's all so faithful. Kinos looks like he's ready to beat the crap out of anyone who even looks him in the eye. Meanwhile, Zodiac just looks like he's there to have a good time. Definitely matches up with what you'd expect from them. I love how much you can learn about their personality just from a quick glance. Both demons, 10 out of 10. You absolutely love to see it. Next in line is Sunset Sandstorm. I'm willing to bet that this one's gonna be a cowboy or something. Yep, there it is. You know, I really love how nearly every demon has a saw blade somewhere on them. It's like a cult symbol at this point. The little sun symbol is also a good touch, and it's definitely wise to have glasses that block both sun and sand. Is this guy not epic looking or what? I'm kinda glad we've branched out from all the scary hell demons, because the Geometry Dash cinematic universe clearly goes so much further. Wherever you go, there's a demon waiting for you there. And when you cross Sunset Sandstorm, chances are you're about to yee your last ha. If it's not obvious, I like this one. Our next demon is Thinking Space, truly one of the demons of all time. Right off the bat, he's very mysterious. Like, what's he doing up there? Is everything alright? We didn't bully you that hard, did we? Either way, the colors and vibes definitely match up here, and I'm a huge fan of all the mystery that seems to be surrounding him. He probably just sits around and quietly reads all day like a nerd. What are you looking at? You know, the world may be against this guy, but don't let your guard down because I can still tell that he's really strong. I'm not here to find out what kind of dark magic he's cooking, but the look in his eyes tells me that he could probably destroy the universe if he got bored one day, presumably with ugly block design. I give him 5 out of 10 color channels. Next up is Abyss of Darkness, and before we dive into this one, I need to cover a little bit of context. So back in October, YouTube posted a tweet asking people what the scariest video they ever watched was. So someone jokingly replied with the showcase for Abyss of Darkness, and then YouTube responded with this. With that being said, here we have AOD. Yeah, I'm not even gonna elaborate on this one. Good shirt though. Let's talk about Slaughterhouse. How have we not done this one yet? Chances are, this one's gonna be some kind of big, scary, bloody demon from the bottom of hell, so you might wanna look away if that kind of... Oh my god, you have got to be kidding me. Really? This is the second hardest demon in the game, the being so strong that only the most legendary players can take on? Because not gonna lie, he's kinda cute. No, don't even say it! Okay, look, we're dealing with one of the most powerful entities in all of Geometry Dash. Whatever form he wants to take, that's entirely his decision. What matters is that he's clearly very happy expressing himself this way, and we shouldn't get in the way of that. Right, guys? You know, despite all the fluffiness, at the end of the day, this is still Slaughterhouse. And if you don't respect his personal space, then consider your house slaughtered. Alright, next up is Killbot, the evil death virus that will destroy your mind and make you— what the fuck? Why are they all furries now? I mean, considering most furries work in computer science, I wouldn't even be surprised if this guy's responsible for the virus. But considering the fact that he's like half cyborg, he probably is the virus. It's a good thing I haven't been affected. Also, I want to give a little shout out to the red and green eyes as well as the jacket. It's a really nice touch and a super subtle reference to my colorblindness. Thanks a lot, Killbot. Overall, I still think he looks really cool, and the uniqueness of his design definitely matches up with what I'd expect from a really unique demon. Moving on, here's Bloodlust. Okay, I'll make an exception. He looks very polite. Windy Landscape. A lot of people say this one isn't even hard anymore, but again, I think people are just getting better. Either way, the only reason I wanted to include this demon in the video is because frickin' look at her! I'm not here to simp over a bunch of demons from a stupid little Square game, but she is really pretty. I never knew that 1.9 was actually a clothing style, but it looks great on her, so I see no reason to complain. Also, are those sawblade wind turbines? I don't think that's very efficient, but knowing her, she probably just funnels the energy back into making more wind, which is actually genius now that I think about it. Anyways, be careful around Windy Landscape. Definitely bring a jacket, hold onto your hat, and make sure you're prepared to face her in a duel. God, that was awful. Okay, but really, if you're a skilled player, you should be alright. For you, it'll be a total breeze. Moving swiftly on to the legendary three-legged crow, Yatagarasu. Honestly, I don't really see the resemblance with this one. Okay, Limbo, now we're talking. I have to say, there's a lot to focus on here. You got your keys, your orbs, and can we just talk about this block design? Like, seriously, everything about this captures what Limbo is all about so well. The colors, the blocks, the patterns, there's a bit of everything here, and it's exactly what I'd expect from this demon. Whatever merch this is, I want it so bad. Anyways, if you don't already know, Limbo is really strong. If you thought that I'm good at deception, clearly you have never been to the realm. You have to memorize all your plans ahead of time because nothing can be trusted. As soon as you break your focus, you've got a 12.5% chance of getting out of there alive. Maybe you're in heaven, maybe you're in map packs. When you're up against Limbo, there's really no way to tell. Here we have EXO. I like this one a lot for its simplicity. Just a casual guy chilling by the fire and singing cause it's over. This kind of look is exactly what you envision based on EXO's vibes, and that's probably why I like this one so much. It's all just how I imagined. There's not too much I have to say here because EXO's a very simple dude, and that's reflected really nicely. My only question is, how good is he at the guitar? Like, can he do Wonderwall? Or what about that EXO Minecraft parody? Honestly, I feel kind of bad for him because he probably doesn't even have anyone to play for. He clearly has a lot of potential, but sadly, most Geometry Dash players hate guitar. Whatever happens, he seems happy, and that's what matters. Alright, we have time for one more demon, so I wanted to end it with a really iconic one, and that's gonna be Mystic. You already know the drill. Without further ado, let's check it out.